Hello, my name is Jonas Werner and I work for Trimble. In this film we're going to take a look on drawingless control of design and using Quadri and NovaPoint Road. When we use drawings in a traditional way, we use plan drawings, long sections, cross sections, we have detailed drawings, and they are all theme-based, which means that you have different stuff from different themes presented on different drawings. The big setback of drawings is that it's a really time-consuming process of putting these together, and you need to reuse them and you need to update them all the time. And they also the physical documentation in the project. And there is always this question lurking around in the background. Are the drawings actually updated with the latest design in the project? And what if we should move from control of the project using drawings to a process where we're not using drawings so much anymore, what we call drawingless control? In this case, we should use a model-based control directly from the common data environment, the collaboration model that all users in the project watch and use all the time. This means that we pick features from this model and we check geometry, and we can also check attributes and properties on these features in the model. This is a sort of a new work process. It's completely digital, and as of today it's not complete for all types of control yet, we could say, but it's feasible for most of the control we can do in a project. It also gives a lot of new opportunities for control that could be really difficult to do in drawings, because we have this theme-based partition when it comes to drawings. It's also, of course, when we do a check in a model or a control, we need to do that control at the right time for the right things we want to check. And the big opportunity here is that we can produce and do control before everything is ready, but it sets a big flashlight on that we need to have a clear marking of status inside the model. For example, the model maturity index, MMI. And this is of course also challenging when it comes to drawing-based control, to know what is the status of the drawing and so on. Is it updated? So this is not something that is unique for the model-based or drawingless control. And an advice is to have a stepwise approach to drawingless control. You can supplement the drawing-based control with drawingless control as a start, of course. If we take a look on how to check a road, for example, inside Quadri, we can use the 3D window supplemented by the cross-section window, and we can use them side by side. This has been the standard work process for a long time for all users of NovaPoint, and it gives you a good overview and control to the designer. You can check your alignment design, your surface widths, the surface slopes, the transition curves, and the pavement layers, for example. When it comes to checking alignment design, you can use functionality directly inside the Quadri platform. You can check the horizontal curvature of the road, the vertical, and the combinations, of course, between the horizontal and vertical design of the road. You can use the table functionality here to see the details of the road alignment. You can also take a look inside Quadri on the alignment design as a traditional plan drawing. You can watch the alignment both in plan and in 3D. You can also check the vertical design of the road alignment using some profile view possibilities that you have here to check the incline, and you can check also the vertical radiuses. Using a 3D view inside Quadri, you can always check the cross slope and the resulting slope of the road surfaces, and also produce contour lines like this. It's also possible to get dimensioning in the model, like widths and the transition of different widths of different road surfaces like this, and it's also produced inside a 3D window. You can also produce cross-section presentations inside Quadri, where you display the width of different surfaces. You can display the slope and the elevations of road edges, and also produce the quantity hatches. In the later versions of NovaPoint, you can produce volume calculations directly in the Quadri platform. You can do cut and fill maps where you compare two surfaces from each other. That's also a really good tool for quality check in the model. You can also perform site analysis inside NovaPoint Road and display the result directly in the Quadri model for review. And in this case, it's all okay because all the lines are green. If it should have been any obstacles in the way here, or too tight curves or anything, you should have seen also red lines in this picture. We can also check the different road features from perspective of material, texture, quantities, and how they are spread out along the alignment and where they are existing. You can also use different drawing styles in the model. Like this, you have some kind of grayish drawing style for some reason, and in other ways you want a more natural look, and you can use this kind of display mode inside the model. Inside the Quadri model, you can also display volumes from all the roads, from one road at a time or from all roads at the same time. And this is also possible to produce these kind of tables for all kind of tasks and features inside the Quadri model. One of the maybe most unique features about the Quadri model in combination with NovaPoint Road is that you have access to stakeout data and machine control data instantly in the model. And you can gather stakeout data and machine control data from one road at a time, or from multiple roads or multiple tasks in the model at the same time. You can export lines, surfaces, and solids. And you have also really good opportunities here to check that you have exported the right thing from the right task inside the model. You can also collect data from different softwares inside Quadri, like if you have roads designed in Open Roads or Civil 3D or other softwares. And when you are collecting this data together inside the Quadri model, you can export machine control from all these roads made by different softwares at the same time to one file. And to be able to perform a real drawingless control, what do we wish then for the future? Well, we need user confidence, that all the users of the system trust the control process, and that you trust that you can do the same thing when you use drawingless control as you can do today, and maybe even more. This requires development both in the softwares and for the user, of course. And what do we want more in the future? We would like to have richer, better, and simpler control methods. We could have automated control based on design rules and demands from different guidelines and so on. And we would also like to have standardized routines for the control of design. Today there is no really standardized routines for it. It's different in different countries, different for different projects, and different for different owners, for example. We would also like to present stuff better inside the model, to have better views, better presentations. And if we have all this in place, we will have a really good path to get an easier understanding of the model and make it more easy for more people to take part in the model work. And this will lead to the first point, that we have a bigger amount of user confidence, that we trust the model process. And then the biggest question, because today many people ask us to have exactly the same look and feel in the model as it is on the traditional drawings. And the question is, do these presentations need to look like the traditional drawings or not? Should we make anything better like this? This is a question for the future and that we ask to you as users. We need functionality to lock or save a copy of the design, to set the milestones in the model, and this is a large challenge for all this modeling work. It's easier on a drawing just to put a stamp on it and say that this is the status it has of this date, and this is harder to do in a model, but we work on this with, for example, the MMI that they use in Norway and other different sort of classifications of the features inside the model instead. And then we have this challenge when the Drawingless doesn't give enough information or the feeling of that you have control of what is done and what you have done. And it also leads us back to the first point here, that it has a lot of development in the process, but also development on the user side, on the human side. So today, why not start doing drawingless control, but supplemented with traditional drawings when it's needed? Thank you very much for watching. And you want to know more, please visit constructionsoftware.trimble.com/products/Quadri or novapoint.com/products. Or if you want to book a demo with us, constructionsoftware.trimble.com/schedule a demonstration. You are also, of course, welcome to contact me directly, Jonas_Wenner@trimble.com. Yet again, thanks so much for watching and see you later.